Welcome back to another Construct video, and in this video we will be looking at speech to text in Construct. Let's get started.
So let's start with some basics. Is this useful? Well, in some situations it can be. For instance, if you're making a game where it's you versus an AI computer, this could be quite a fun addition to put in.
Question 4. How many days are in a week? Seriously? All of the above? You choose all of the above? So a week according to you has 5, 7 and 12 days all at the same time? You absolute moron! But I'm not getting mad. You know why? Because there's just one question left.
Secondly, and where I think this shines a lot more, is if you've got cutscenes or you want to put in dialogue into your game, this makes a really good temporary option until you're able to do the voice yourself or hire voice actors. So how do we put this into Construct? Well, it's actually really easy. We right click, insert a new object, and scroll down until we get to the speech synthesizer and press insert. In terms of the event sheets, we come in, we add an event, we choose when it wants to start to speak. So in my case, I'm just going to go for start of a layout. And then we can add an action, click on the speech synthesize, and the main option that we want is speak text. Now, first of all, we put in the text that we want to put in. So, hello. Next, we're going to scroll down. We're going to skip 2 options. We'll come back to them in just a second, and we'll look at volume. So again, how loud do you want this to speak? The rate is actually the speed of which it talks. So the higher the number, the faster that the speech actually talks at. And finally is the pitch. So do you want a low pitch or a high pitch? Now, 2 options that I've left out are left out for a reason, because they're a little bit more complex to use. We've got the language and we've got which voice we want to use. Now, there's a range of different voices built into your web browsers that you're able to have access to. However, working out what languages and voices are available is really difficult because there's no documentation clearly stating what the options are. So the only way you can really find out what it is typing in speech synthesize .at, and then we can get the language at or the URI at, and then inside the brackets we can type in the different values and see what they do. Now, obviously this is not great and it doesn't give you the best idea or the best confidence in this tool, but what I'm able to do is go through this array using a loop and print out all possible values. So let's see what they all look like. So what we've got is a tool that actually has every single possible voice available and every single language available. Now you're able to switch between the voices by just clicking. So if we click on Hazel,
hello,
we get a slightly different voice than what we had before. And if we click on any of the languages, they don't actually speak in that language, but instead they speak in that accent.
hello.
Now, in terms of languages on the sides, even if you select a language,
Hello.
it's not translating it, so I'm not sure actually what the purpose of the language options are. I might be using them wrong. Again, there's no documentation on this, but in terms of how this particular program works, if we go to the event sheet, what I've done is I've got a selected voice and selected language, and then when you select any of these, it's just getting the voice number, and I've literally just gone through and numbered these as I've got the values out of the array. And then I just pass that into the speech to text. So this is now taken in the synthesized voice language at selected language, synthesizer voice URI at selected voice, so whatever one you're selecting. And then for the sliders, I'm just getting the slider value out. I'm also checking the moment that you click on one of the boxes. So let's say you click on the blue box, this will turn all of the text to black. And then right after we check if you're clicking on a text box, it will turn that one to red and it will save the selected voice. Best thing you can do with this program is try it out for yourself and let me know in the comments if this is something you might want to use in your games. But that's all we've got time for today. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next video.